I am Dr. Jacqueline, but you can call me SABA. I am your reader and doctor of divinity. There is no defeat when it comes to resilience, and that is what I'm here for, not perfection. Blessings to all who come to the channel, the platform, to support and receive guidance from a space of true authenticity. Blessings in advance to all. Let's see who goes first today. Earth, fire, water, air. All right, air signs. Let's start off with Libra. Wonderful. May everyone be in good spirits. If you have any prayer requests, please submit them below. My email information will be in the description box, so feel free to contact me. So with our air signs, Libra, let's see what messages Spirit has for you today. May you be in good spirits, wonderful health, optimistic outlook on life, vibrance, overcoming all obstacles. Early messages. Well, you are in the state of making up your mind, but being able to communicate that clearly. For what reason? The need to not repeat the past, to emotionally do away with self-sabotage, not cherishing one's resources, but not in a way of condemnation, more so in a way of the need to nurture that self-love aspect. Healthy selfishness is in need of being practiced. There could have been escapism via overindulgence. I mean, who's perfect? But there's also a desire to want to be met in engagement of life, whether it's in pursuit of being suitable to be engaged to. Or, let's take that one. Or also, you want to move forward and cut off something from the past or a person from the past that has been there possibly since early childhood, or a way of dealing with new friends with tendencies you've possessed since childhood. Spirit is saying, move forward tenaciously, courageously. Don't be afraid of confronting individuals without being a martyr. It is okay to protect oneself and evolve, and that is going to create a sense of discomfort. Why? Because you're probably the yes person, not the weak yes person, but the person that doesn't like to let anyone down, but you found yourself let down due to people, Two of Swords, due to individuals taking your kindness for weakness, clarified by the King of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. It's all in the mind. And a lot of individuals may have played on your psyche in order to get their way. You have the Hangman at the bottom. And it's like that bag, that satchel, is full of nutrients and well-being for a person in their journey. But when you use that magic against yourself, that wand, instead of pointing and saying, hey, get back, you telling yourself get back from saying, hey, no, this is the line I need to draw. This is the fine set of boundaries that are not to be crossed. And instead of giving that no, one has overgiven with yes, yes, yes. And behind closed doors, that overgiving has created a sense of emulsification. It's like breaking down one's spirit via your own actions. Even if it's in the midst of threats. It could be spiritual attacks, verbal attacks, but whatever form the attack comes in, it's one where, Ace of Wands. It's a sink or swim moment. It's looking back in the past and realizing how many times one has pointed the finger and said, you know what, it's that person's fault. It's because this happened. Versus it's a cycle that will keep repeating itself until one goes, you know what? But I'm in the driver's seat. I'm in control. No matter how much the circumstance may be another individual's fault. What about the responsibility being thy own? And that's when it gets real interesting with life. Spirit, what messages do you have for sign of Libra? Where? This has taken place during a situation where it's cost a connection. Because finally, one has taken that initiative to go, you know what? Either the universe is going to communicate with me, or I am going to communicate with you. And that's more so not just confrontationally with a person. It could be with spirit. You never know just how much spirit is trying to get your attention to catapult you into the rest of your journey. There is a deep-seated desire of manifestation when it comes to goals. When it comes to, it could be a business endeavor, matters of the heart, a desire to be a leader, whether it's a family leader, a foundational leader. But regardless, a leader must possess a set of skills, morale, and tenacity. You cannot be talked out of your calling. So a lot of the struggles manifested are linked to the desires of your heart. It all depends on what you are trying to gain out of life, per se. And the ideals of life have changed. It's not about the glitz and the glamour. No. It's become more about the zeal. How zealous are you in your stance with the Most High? How peaceful are you at night when it comes to knowing you've given all that you can give that day in order to be better for the next day without being stuck in the day before? Ashe, amen. Yes. Three of Swords. It's no longer being in a state of the past where one feels cut off due to knowing the move that needed to be made and kept oneself from making it. It's no longer self-sabotaging in your own mind, even if it's low self-esteem. It's going, you know what, hey, we're going to have to get a set of affirmations, a mantra, something going to keep us going in the proper direction and not in the direction of being torn down, being stagnated, being withered and bothered. Sometimes you have to stand strong in a location, that is not also conducive to the eye, but to the overall natural motive of being. It has purpose. You can't run from adversity all of your life. Sometimes you have to take adversity and go, you know what? I'm taking you head on. Because I never will know what I'm made of, just how resilient I can be as a person. If constantly I'm looking to do this or go this way. Instead, you know what? I'm here with spirit, and I'm not going to be ignorant. I'm going to be encouraged. And that is the fire within one's belly. Because that is something that will attract new social circumstances. Because when you have a message of empowerment to share with others, that places you in a different caliber of calling. It's no longer wanting to gather just to have a drink or whatever. Not judging anything, but I mean, there's more to life than just substance. What about sustenance? It makes life worth living with a sense of longevity attached, more so than mystery. Presently, one has decided to cut vices and escapism in childish activities, and also pick that dream up as a child. It's going back to the truth of your nature. Before one ever considered thyself tainted, no one's really ever tainted. Cycles can become tainted, but as far as an entity of a person, God, Gaia, whoever you believe in that gives you your strength every day, does not give up on the person, as long as you don't give up on the fact that you're worthy. You never know just what's beyond the naked eye. You never know. And that's the beauty of life. That's what gives a person that spunk, that drive, that common denominator that will catalyze everything to sync. And that's great. Ooh. So you have the Hangman in the future with the Two of Swords. See how they're talking? Right. But also in reverse, the Queen of Swords. Now, this is beautiful because it's no longer using manipulation or being manipulated on the emotional anatomy. It's not about male or female. It's about divine feminine, divine masculine. So it's no longer feeling taunted. It's no longer reacting out of a sense of depletion. It's more so going, it's up to me to communicate with the universe. Put my intention out there. And that is how things are going to begin to move out of one's way. And that's when you just start seeing the impossible move on your behalf. You start seeing boulders move and mountains separate. It's the such thing as the sea being parted. As long as you desire freedom, you shall be supplied with your every need. I am SABA, Dr. Jacqueline. This has been your monthly 10 Minutes of Fame reading with the Most High. That's what we're doing right now. 10 minutes to shine, 10 minutes to become unblind. Ashe. Namaste.